Welcome to this guide on configuring Git. Today, we will walk through the essential setup steps you need to take after installing Git. We will cover setting up your username, email, and other global settings that will make your development workflow much smoother. So, why is configuration important? Git is a distributed version control system, which means every change you make is recorded. Configuring Git ensures that your identity is correctly attached to every commit you make. It also allows you to customize how Git behaves, such as which text editor opens when you need to write a message. Git has 3 levels of configuration. First is the system level, which applies to every user on the computer. Second is the global level, which applies specifically to you, the current user. This is where we will focus today. Finally, there is the local level, which is specific to a single project and overrides the other settings. The first and most important step is setting your username. This name will appear next to every commit you create in the project history. To do this, open your terminal and type git config --global user.name followed by your name in quotes. Next, you need to set your email address. This is crucial because services like GitHub and GitLab use this email to associate your commits with your online account. The command is similar: git config --global user.email followed by your email address. It is always a good idea to verify your settings. You can view all your current configurations by typing git config --list. If you just want to check a specific value, like your username, you can type git config user.name. By default, Git uses Vim as its text editor, which can be difficult for beginners to navigate. If you prefer something more modern like Visual Studio Code, you can set it as your default editor using the core.editor command shown here. Historically, Git named the default branch master. However, the industry standard has shifted to using main. You can configure Git to use main as the default branch for all new repositories you create with the init.defaultBranch command. To recap, we have successfully set your identity with your name and email, configured your preferred text editor, and updated your default branch name. Your Git environment is now properly configured, and you are ready to start version controlling your projects.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.